Episode 7 of From drops this Sunday, and MGM Plus just gave us a teaser that looks straightforward on the surface, but is loaded with details that most people are going to miss entirely. The episode is called Best Laid Plans, and if you know anything about how From operates, that title isn't just a name, it's a warning. Best laid plans go wrong. Best laid plans have consequences nobody accounted for. And based on everything packed into this trailer, Episode 7 is the moment several plans that looked reasonable on paper are about to collide with the reality of what Fromville actually is. Let's break down every detail. The biggest thing the trailer is showing us is Boyd. After everything that happened in Episode 6, Donna's near death, Father Khatri's spirit pushing him toward Jade, and finding that door in the Colony House basement, Boyd has made a decision. And that decision is to go into the tunnels. We see him gathering people at Colony House. And the energy in that room tells you everything you need to know before a single line of dialogue. Look at Fatima's reaction in the background. She is not on board with this. And Fatima is not someone who panics without reason. She understands the risk in a way that Boyd, who is running on grief and faith right now, may not be fully processing. Going into the tunnels at night means entering the one place in Fromville where the creatures don't just patrol, they live. Whatever rules have kept people alive above ground do not apply down there, and Boyd is about to walk a group of people straight into that. And here's the detail that should make everyone watching this trailer more nervous than the tunnels themselves Victor's drawing. Because in Episode 6, we saw a drawing that looked like a campfire. Look at it again in this trailer. It's not a campfire anymore. It's a massive raging fire with people gathered around it. Victor's drawings have functioned as prophecy in this show. Not metaphor, not suggestion prophecy. That image is not a coincidence, and it is not decorative. It is From telling you directly that Boyd's plan to go underground is going to set something on fire. And given how the town responds when people get too close to its secrets, flooding or burning the tunnels to stop them from reaching whatever is down there is not just possible, it's what the drawing is preparing us for. Now, let's talk about Henry, because his storyline in this trailer might actually be the most important thing happening in Episode 7, and it's easy to miss how serious it is. Right at the start of the teaser, we hear a medical monitor sound, and then a bright light flashes directly in Henry's eyes, and this happens immediately after his conversation with Sophia. That is not an accident. Sophia has been trying to convince Henry that everything around him is a dream, and what we're seeing here is her methodology finally exposed. She isn't creating illusions from scratch. She's pulling from the memories of the residents in this case, mirroring the exact scene where Christy was trying to revive Donna. The same monitor sound, the same pupil check, the same harsh light. Sophia uses other people's memories because she genuinely doesn't understand the real world. She couldn't even tell Henry how old she is. She is a captive of Fromville in her own way, which means the one thing she has access to is the fear and experience of everyone already trapped there, and she is weaponizing all of it against Henry right now. The danger for Henry is that he is walking into Episode 7 without the one piece of information that could save him, Jade, and Tabitha's understanding of Fromville's cycles. If Henry connects with Jade before Sophia gets her hooks deeper, there is a real possibility he starts to see through what she's doing. Henry has shown in the past that he can adapt quickly once he has enough information, and his logical mind is exactly what Sophia is trying to overwhelm before he can use it. But if Jade drops too much on him at once, Henry might not process it. He might go straight to Sophia instead, and in his current emotional state, that almost certainly ends badly. The isolation is the weapon. Henry operating without that information is the vulnerability Sophia is exploiting. And Episode 7 is the moment we find out which version of Henry shows up. One of the most quietly significant moments in this entire trailer is Victor, Tabitha, and Ethan approaching the man in yellow's car, that exact brown vehicle from Victor's drawings. And inside the glove box, Victor finds a small pouch. This is not a small detail. Victor's memories have been locked behind childhood trauma for as long as we've known him. And every time something physical triggers those memories, it functions like a key, the same way Eloise's drawings unlocked something in him before. That pouch could be the thing that finally cracks open the full picture of who the man in yellow was. what deal was made, and what Sophia's connection to all of it actually means. Victor, remembering everything isn't a convenience. It's potentially the most important development of the entire season. We're 4 episodes from the finale, and the show needs him to start connecting those dots now. Then there's Elgin, who we see sharing his theory with Julie, his belief that Fromville is fundamentally a test, and that the suffering has a purpose and a reward at the end of it. And while that framing is understandable given everything Elgin has been through, his track record with this kind of thinking should concern everyone watching. The glass of water situation with Sarah showed us exactly how easily Elgin can be pointed in a dangerous direction when someone speaks to his belief system. He acts on impulse where Sarah asks questions first. If Sophia identifies that vulnerability in episode 7, and she almost certainly will, Elgin is exactly the kind of person she can use without him ever realizing it. And finally, the Clara thread, because that drawing appearing in frame again is not an accident. There has been a theory circulating in the From community for a while now, that Clara is not just a resident, that she has some kind of awareness of the rules that goes beyond survival experience. She always knows where the key characters are when things go chaotic. She was the first one to say the town was angry with them during the radio operation, and at the time, it read as panic. Looking back, it reads like knowledge. Whether episode 7 pushes this further or keeps it in the background, that drawing is the show flagging her again, and flagging her deliberately. Best Laid Plans is the episode where everything this season has been building toward starts to move Boyd going underground with incomplete information, Henry losing his grip on reality while Sophia tightens hers, Victor standing in front of a car that could unlock everything he's forgotten, and a drawing that has already told us exactly how badly this is going to go. 4 episodes left, and Fromville is done being patient. If you've got predictions for Sunday, drop them in the comments right now, because I want to know what you think is waiting on the other side of that door. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button, because the episode 7 breakdown is coming the moment the credits roll. See you then.